Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back to the MMA Short Show. As always, your boy, Stephen Moustaris. And guys, I know I've already talked about Sugar Sean O'Malley and Cheeto Vera and everything, but, arguably the best 135 fight this weekend, truly, man, is Petr Yan versus Song Yadong. I'm telling you guys right now, man, this fight is so crazy to go back and look at Petr Yan and probably the craziest unlucky streak that I've ever witnessed in my entire life. This man started his career something vicious in the UFC, was running through everybody, was beating Uriah Faber, John Dodson, Jimmy Rivera. This man was running through them all, then goes through Jose Aldo, where you're like, oh my God, this dude is he's the man. Then beats freaking Corey Sandhagen, and then he's 30 seconds, 31 seconds exactly away from another title defense against Aljamain Sterling. And bam, he throws the illegal knee that, you can call him whatever you want to call Aljamain Sterling, but he put on a phenomenal performance that night and deserved an Oscar for that performance. But still, Jan threw the illegal knee, you can't do it. But then he goes on an absolutely unlucky streak, arguably the most unlucky streak of all time. And now he's here in this crazy mess where he could still possibly be the champion, arguably could be the champion, or at least fighting for the number one contenders match or something. But this man goes out there, loses to Aljamain Sterling again, of course. Of course. It was a tough one because you could pick Sterling, you could pick Jan. It was one of the closest fights ever. It's one of them tough ones that you're not mad at a draw, but they go with a split decision for Sterling. And then he goes out there and he's supposed to shut down the hype train of Sugar Sean O'Malley. And, arguably he won that fight too. That fight was so damn close. I remember I thought Petr Yan won it, but the number one thing that came out of it is like Sugar Sean's true. Like he's the truth, man. He deserves to be in this division, deserves to be in the top five. This guy is that good. But regardless, you could think Petr Yan won that fight, but he ends up losing with a split decision. And then they go, hey, we're going to feature Merab, who is the absolute scariest matchup for anybody right now. And now Petr Yan's out here like on a 4-fight losing streak. And he's sitting here like, man, we've watched him over the years, kind of sit there and kind of question if he even wants to fight anymore. He hates losing because of these, the judges. So this fight, man, I'm telling you guys right now with, Song Yadong, that dude as well is an absolute killer. It's crazy to think he's only 26 years old. The guy's been fighting since he was 19 in the UFC. The dude's been there since 2017, literally a month before his 20th birthday. The man's been fighting in the UFC. And it's crazy because I've always thought that they pushed him a little too early. I hate seeing these young kids take some, absolute, nasty knockouts or nasty punishment. Even if you're winning, you're still going to take punishment, especially the way that Song Yadong fights. That man throws caution to the wind and is out there. He's one of the most explosive 135ers I've ever witnessed ever. And he's even going through a little unlucky streak too, because he's got a win over the guy who's fighting for the belt this weekend. He's got a win over Cheeto Vera a couple years ago, and he was on his way to beating Corey Sandhagen pretty handily and got that cut, and they called it and everything. But luckily for him, he's bounced back. But man, this fight right here has so many implications on the line, because if one of these guys, whoever loses this one, is going to be detrimental to their title shot, title hopes and everything. Because, as much as you think Petr Yan's still the truth, and I arguably can say he's a top 3, top 4 fighter when it comes to that division, especially now that Aljo's moved up. Like you can say O'Malley because he's a champion clearly, but Merab definitely, Corey Sandhagen definitely, and then Petr Yan's right there. Like you have to throw him in there. So man, it's just like, as great as Petr Yan is, Song Yadong is so damn explosive in those, and this is a 3-round fight, so these guys are going to have to go straight out, and Petr Yan starts slow, and Song Yadong is probably the fastest starter out there, so this is one of them fights that you could see Song Yadong looking great early, and this is what I'm predicting. I think Song Yadong's going to look great early, maybe even, maybe not rock Petr, but maybe test him a little bit, hit him more than he probably was expecting, and then I think Petr Yan's going to dial him in like he always does. He's the freaking Terminator. He just watches you for he's like Anderson Silva back in the day, where he watches you for the first round and then he's got you just locked and loaded, and then he's like, okay, I got you now. I got your timing and everything. And I think we see Petr Yan start running away with it in that third round, that last second part of that second round. And we're going to be sitting there with a toss-up like, man, who won that fight? This is one of the closest fight, one of the best fights that we probably have of the night that I'm predicting. And I wouldn't be shocked. Whoever loses this fight, we're probably going to be sitting there arguing like, man, this could have been a close one. And it's just the way that these guys are going. But at the same time, you could also see they'll finish, I guess. But these guys in 3 rounds at 135, these guys are so damn good. I don't know if they're going to finish each other, but they both kind of need it. So I wouldn't be shocked if one of them, goes out a little too hard, especially somebody like Petr, who's been kind of screwed by the judges and got outworked by Merab. I could see him kind of going, fuck this, man. I can't let this go to decision because I'm gonna lose. So maybe he throws himself out there and maybe gets caught by Song Yadong, or finally catches Song Yadong. But I really think just the way that these guys' career is going, I think it's going to be a close split decision, or unanimous decision that we're kind of rubbing our heads a little bit, where we're like, man, I could have saw Song Yang winning that one. His first round was crazy. His second round was there. Who won second round? Yan definitely won the third round. Like, I really think it's going to be that fight, and I just hate to see it though, because both of these guys are so damn good, so explosive, can arguably both be in the discussion for a title fight if Song Yadong didn't get cut by, freaking Corey Sandhagen, and that whole fight got called off. That would be crazy. And if Petr Yan, if he doesn't throw that illegal knee, this man he's not even fighting Sterling a second time. He's instantly going into the next fight, which was probably, he's already beat Sandhagen, so it's probably going to be O'Malley. And then in a 5-round fight, he was definitely probably going to win that 5-round fight. So it's just tough, man. It really is just all around tough. And even if he would have fought TJ Dillashaw, he would have killed him. He would have, whoever they would have put in front of him. It's just crazy to see how unlucky somebody can get in their career. And I know we're focused and we're at the Sugar Show now, but we really go back and look at Petr Yan. Like, it's crazy because this man never truly lost a belt. We've never seen him get beat like that, other than when Marab beat him recently. But still, I'm absolutely excited for this fight, and I hope you guys are too, because this thing is stacked to the gills. But you guys let me know what y'all think. I just can't help but think that this is going to be one of those ones where it's just the way it's been rolling. Boy, the cookie's been crumbling. Either Song Yadong's going to get absolutely robbed of a win, or Petr Yan's going to get absolutely robbed again, and we're sitting here like, man, 5 straight losses, but like they're not even losses. Like, he's won 3 or 4 of those. It's crazy, man. So, it's always your boy, Stephen Moustaris. Let me know, y'all.